What's going on, guys? Welcome to July. We have an incredibly busy day. We've got the oat harvest and baling. I just turned in the soybean harvest. We got about 97,000 for that little bit. And Andrew is out of town with his family today, so the old lady had to take the truck up to get some new equipment, and she said the truck was having a hard time pulling it, but she did call me a couple of minutes ago and said she was here. So let's see what we got. Oh wow, my suspension. um. So yeah. Anyways, she had it run inside the house. Let's turn the engine off here. Let's see. Wow. Jeez. Um. I can't believe that's not scraping. Is it? It's so close. Okay. Anyways, I have been spending some money, as you can see. Um, Now, the whole bank account could be gone from my antics over the past couple of months, but I have been smart with it, I promise. The only things I have paid full price for, there's only one thing. So, anyways, we traded in our smaller Massey Ferguson for a much larger 305. I mean, obviously, it's got 305 horsepower. It does a lot better pulling everything. Um, we also traded in our smaller seeder for a larger Kuhn seeder. This one has way more seed capacity. I was filling up way too often. I found this baler and this Massey Ferguson yard dog online for sale, about half off. So I spent probably about almost 100,000 on both of these, and this guy is massive. Um, this yard dog wouldn't be able to pull it anyways. It doesn't have enough horsepower. It can pull it around the yard, obviously, but it wouldn't be able to operate it. It doesn't have enough horsepower. So we do have a bigger yard dog now, which is nice, and a way bigger baler that's going to make bigger bales. I also traded the Vineyard tractor, the blue one, as you all remember, and my golf cart to a guy. I posted them online to sell them originally just because I wasn't using them as much as I thought I would. And a guy said, "Hey, I've got something I'd trade you, but I would need, excuse me, about 200,000 cash with it." And I was like, "I need to go see what this guy's got if you think it's worth that." So we also got this bad boy. That's right, a self-propelled sprayer. And this thing, I used it on this year's crop. It literally takes not even 20 minutes to do the whole farm with this bad boy. I also paid 10,000 on Facebook Marketplace for a lizard trailer to haul all of our stuff back and forth that we're going to need from the store. We're using a lot of seed and a lot of fertilizer. I got this idea from the guy I bought the sprayer from, actually, because I was telling him how I was picking up stuff like 2 or 3 or 4 pallets at a time with the pickup truck from the store and making 3 or 4 trips. And he was like, "Hey man, just do what I do. Get you about a 20-foot trailer, have them fill it up with the stuff, and keep everything on the trailer. It makes it way easier to load all your equipment off the platform." And I was like, "That's a great idea." So yeah, we do have a bunch of new stuff. I know I said I was going to hold on to most of that money, but in the end, with all the trades and stuff, I only spent about 350,000 as opposed to the whole 800,000 that was in the bank account. So forgive me, but like I said, it is harvest time for the oats. I've got to get all this stuff unloaded and put away. Well, except for the baler, obviously I can keep that out, and we're gonna pull it with this bad boy. So yeah, I'm gonna get the yard dog hooked up to the trailer here. and then we're going to get this bad boy hooked up to the new baler, and we're going to get the combine and header ready, and I'll bring you guys back in to watch us do some harvesting. Like I said, my old lady's going to have to help me today, so this should be fun. Alright guys, so I had to give my wife a crash course on the combine real quick, but we are back. I do need to decide. I think I'm going to go with 240 centimeter bales because there'll be less of them. This will be the first time I'm operating a baler this size, so this should be fun. I'm not too sure what to expect here, but there she goes. Go on, honey, you got it. So yeah, I went ahead and pulled the yard dog with the trailer out into the middle here. So while she's doing that uncomfortably, might I add, she is terrified, I'm going to run back and forth between these two things as needed. See here. Okay, this one unfolds. It's cool. Conveyor belt down. Lower pickup, turn on. And it's on. Okay, let's get out of these people's way. Like I said, I've never operated a baler this size, so this is going to be fun. I do know this one, at least with a baler this size, excuse me, at least with a baler this size, I don't have to worry about stopping to unload the bales. They'll just roll out the back there, so that's nice. And they should be square bales, which would be also a first for me. Something my wife was telling me, she made that turn great. I don't know why she's so nervous. She's doing amazing. Let's see if I can, yeah, honk the horn at her, because she's beautiful. I don't know why, but she did tell me, oh, okay, I missed something. That might be an issue with these, the bigger balers, though. I know they're pickups on it wide, so I'll just have to make a couple of extra backups here. She was telling me the truck was making some noises pulling the baler and that yard dog back, so I might have to eventually break that down in the shop and, you know, redo what I can on that, because without that I'm not getting much done around here. It hauls the bales for me, it hauls all the equipment. I really need to get around to getting a larger truck for the farm, but like I said, I didn't want to spend another, no, there goes our first bale. I did not want to spend another 200 and something, maybe 300 and something $1,000 on a truck and trailer this year. I wanted to save what I had left, so I made that call. But as soon as I get around to making that purchase, we will hopefully retire the F-250 from farm work. But it has been a good truck, so I think it'll last a little while longer. So far, this is going good. Like I said, we're not going to end up with as many bales going with the larger ones, but I think it'll be worth it in the end. The money will still be about the same per liter of straw, and we won't have to worry too much about like making multiple trips. I'm gonna try to yeah, I'll try to ease off her a little bit. Don't want to make her too nervous. So yeah, I mean, we've got everything going pretty good here. I think we've got 2 fields of oats to do today, and we'll get all that baled up and put on the trailer. And yeah, we'll next month will be a little bit easier just because we don't have like as much to deal with. Now October, hopefully Andrew is back and I can drive the combine and he can drive the yard dog for me, because we have a lot of soybeans to harvest, but he is doing a lot of stuff in the next town over for it's kind of like I guess the best way to describe it is he helps people who inherit their family farms. He helps them get on their feet and learn how to do all the processes, so that's really good for him. He's asked me to get involved a little bit, but I feel like I need to get this farm a little bit more self-sufficient, and then in my off months I would probably be more willing to help. So yeah, we're gonna get these two fields harvested and get everything baled up, and I will see you guys probably in about, maybe, I would say about 5 or 6 hours. I think we'll be done by then. Yeah, somewhere after lunch. What's going on, you guys? It is snowing. I have just got back into town. I woke up at 3:30 a.m. this morning to do a very long drive to pick up something that we have been looking for in the sales pages for a while. I had to drive about 5 towns over to get this trailer, but it's just in time. Like I said, we were going to use our small trailer to do about 4 trips with our oat harvest this morning and take the bales today, but now we are going to get to try this bad boy out. I paid, I want to say all together, because I had to buy the dolly new for $10,000. This trailer was on sale for, I want to say, $38,000. So not too shabby. And like I said, this is all before turning in any of our profit from our harvest. Now, one thing we will be doing is right after I get done turning in everything today, we will be heading to the bank to look into possibly buying well, one, I need to talk to them about whoever in the county owns this field here, the weird shaped one beside the larger one, because I'm thinking either probably it's got barley planted on it, and if it does go up for sale, I would love to buy it before the barley harvest, because that is something that I can harvest and bale. But I know barley usually gets harvested around June, which is the same time I turn in my soybean harvest every year. So definitely going to be trying to buy that before June. It's 397,000, if I remember correctly, which is a huge chunk of my bank account, which I prefer not to spend. So we're hoping we get quite a bit from our oat and bales this year. I did end up with exactly 1 bale over a full trailer. Wow, look at that sky, that's cool. But yeah, 1 bale over on a full trailer, thanks to making the larger bales this year. So that's nice. Saves us quite the amount of trips. And we are heading to the cereal factory, just like last year with our oat. Now, the fun part is going to be, this is a little bit longer than the semi, but I'm hoping, let's see, how does this work? Middle, front, okay. Okay, let's see if we can get her straightened up here. This is going to be fun, because this dolly is not going to work well for us. You know what? I can do better than this. Let me pull it back in. Now, I know I said in my last video that I need to stop working the F-250 so hard, but But I knew it was the only thing that could make that long trip this morning. This car is in a dangerous situation. Is there another way? There is a driveway over there. I want to try to get in here straighter if I can help it. Just pull in this way and see if I can cut close to the building. Easy, man. God, these people in Elm Creek cannot drive. Okay, so we're going to pull this way now, and we're going to cut hard now. And hopefully, let's cut again. Oh man, we're on, yep, okay, we're on that. Had to scrape had to scrape it a little bit. Let's see here. How do I unfold trailer? No, I don't want to do that. Does anyone know how this thing works? Alright, so I assume I have to be on that. I'm here. How do I unload this? Anybody? That opens the cover. Oh, that's my tailgate. No, tip side front, tip side middle, tip side back. Would they just not accept it? I think I've got it how I'm supposed to. Let's see, that's the dolly. This is the trailer. Isn't it? That's the dolly. So here's the trailer. I'm gonna have to figure this out. That's still the tailgate. Middle, back. You know what? Let's try something. I've got the oat. I want to take it to the cereal factory. Obviously. I'm here. That's why it's not showing me anything. Let's try tip side back. Maybe that'll work. What am I doing here? I know I'm doing something wrong. You know what? I'm going to figure this out and then I'll bring you guys back. Alright guys, so I had to go inside the cereal factory to see what was going on, and they were not accepting any more oat. They were full. So I'm here at Feed Grain South unloading now, which I wish I would have known before I made that drive and scraped the trailer on the building, but it's fine. I'm not going to be too mad about it. We're just going to get our grain unloaded here and get everything back. We still have to take the bales, so that is important. So yeah, I called the bank just because it was taking longer to do what I wanted to with this, just to kind of skip a step in driving over there, and they said that field is owned by a guy that lives out of town, and he contracts out everything, and they will contact him for me and see if he is interested in selling it to someone who lives closer to it. So that's nice. So now we're going to take our trailer back here, our brand new trailer and dolly. The hope is to eventually someone be selling a semi on either on Marketplace or at the farm shop, so we do not have to pull this with a tractor or our truck each time. But for now, we will park it under the shelter with the header trailer, I think. Oh, might need to cut it harder than that. No, I got it. I got it. Good job. Okay. Now, like I said, backing up. I'm not good at backing things up with these kind of... Oh, did I get it? Kinda. I'm gonna leave it like that, because I'm not even gonna embarrass myself trying to Do that, and now we need to get hooked up to our bale trailer, which is way easier. Thank you. Hooked up to that. Abort unloading. Unload bales. Unload bales here. Reset. There we go. And we will get our full trailer. Yes. Transportation position. We've got one bale left. If I could lift it with my hands, I would just throw it in the back of the truck here, but I can't. So that one bale might just sit there till next year. Now we need to see where we are taking our straw this year. The biomass is paying $2 more, so we are going to save money on a trip here in gas. At this point, I would be better off buying, if I had a bunch of money, I would be able to buy the biomass center since I take all my bales there anyways. But yeah, we'll see how much money I get for this right here. Okay, we are in there. Unload bales here. Almost 40,000 in bale sales. That's awesome. Alright guys, so we're gonna get everything back to the farm. And yeah, we're pretty much just gonna make it through the winter now, and hopefully the bank will call us back soon. They said it might take a while to get up with the guy because he's extremely busy and he's got fields all over the place in like 6 different counties. So they said it might take a while to get up with him, which is fine. I've got, what, about 4 or 5 months before I need to make the final purchase on that field to get the barley. And yeah, we'll leave that one bale in there. Yeah, for sure. We'll leave that one bale in there. And I'm going to try and not spend a bunch of money, which is the same thing I said last time, but it is what it is. Matter of fact, while you guys are with me, I'm going to go ahead and look on my cell phone at the store. See that wood? And no, I don't need it. I've got one of those. I don't have any animals, and that's just annoying to drive most of the time. So I think we're good, guys. We're going to, like I said, make it through the winter, and I'll probably bring you guys back, honestly, closer to June. You know what? No, because I keep skipping around too much. I'll bring you guys back during planting season, and you can watch us do some of that. What's up, you guys? We are currently planting soybeans right now. I've got Andrew over there on the roller behind me. We are planting soybeans on this field this year, and I have plowed together those 2 other fields right across from us here. We have oat on the large field and the 2 smaller ones, so that'll be a good harvest on the oat. Now, the bank did get a hold of, Michael is his name, who owns the field over there with the barley on it, and he said he is ready to sell. He would like to sell it before June, and he should be driving into town to sign all the paperwork next month. So that'll be another good harvest for us in June, which is different because usually lately our harvests have been in July and October, so that'll be nice. Now, with the purchase of that field, we're either going to need more equipment, like another harvester, another planter, large tractor, stuff like that, or we're going to have to continually do maintenance on all of ours because it's going to be a lot more wear and tear. Also, with the purchase of that field, that smaller field that's in the farmyard with us there, I don't know if all of that or at least half of it would end up having to go away because we would need somewhere to put a very, very large barn to store said extra equipment. And like I said, there's a lot of things to look over for that, especially with the purchase of that field. Probably going to take a lot of our money. He did say he wanted the I think it was 398, pretty much 397 and some change for that field. So that'll be taking quite a bit from us, even with our soybean harvest getting turned in. But yeah, now that I've got y'all caught up, I am going to continue planting these soybeans. Andrew must be on the phone or something over there. He hasn't moved since he finished that field. So I'm going to finish planting these soybeans and figure out what the heck he's doing. And I will probably see you guys next month. What's up, you guys? We have just left the bank. We have officially purchased our new barley field, which will not be barley for long. I had to go ahead and call Andrew, who was busy, but he said, I asked him if he could run by the house before he left town and fill up the combine for me. Well, for my wife anyways, because she's probably going to have to operate it for a minute. And go ahead and get the soybeans in the trailer for me, which looks like he has done everything, which is more than you can ask of a friend. Let's see what I need to do here. Alright, I'm gonna leave. Yeah. Okay, I'll leave the truck at the house. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and actually I will leave the truck attached to my bale trailer because I will need it here soon. I'm gonna have a lot going on here in a minute. Okay, we've got that hooked up. Turn that off. Just run over here real quick. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get the combine over to the field and set up so as soon as we get back I can go ahead and get started on it. I'm gonna call my wife real quick and see if she's got time to start on this field while I take the soybean harvest off. Alright. Okay. We've got her started over there. Now it's not going to take long for her to fill up. Wrong button there. Let's see where we are taking the soybeans to. Feed and Grain South. Perfect. Not a long drive. As soon as I get this empty, I'm going to have to get it pulled over there to the field so she can empty into it. And that'll give me enough time to go and grab the other tractor and get the baler on it. I have not had time to shop anymore after buying that land because obviously I don't want to waste a bunch of money. But yeah, I think we're in a good spot. We just need to get all this done. It is it's the last day of the month and everything worked out where that crop was in perfect condition to be harvested. So we need to hurry up and get this field harvested so we can go ahead. Let's go ahead and get this set up right. front. Let's go ahead and get paid for this. But yeah, we need to hurry up and get this harvested and dealt with so we can jump right into oat in a couple of days. Alright, so almost 100,000 for that one. Let's do the middle. Yeah, definitely everything worked out prop 62 and back. Everything's worked out great. Really blessed with this situation. Now our next big adventure, I'm not sure of yet. Most likely some equipment is what it's looking like. I'm not 100% sure yet. Let's get this over to the field and see how she's doing. We have just the right amount of tractors to do this job today, luckily. Because I did not, I'm going to have to pull through this guy's corn, unfortunately. I did not want to have to pull this trailer with the F-250 because it is on its last leg right now. We'll stop that right there. Looks like she's almost full already, so I need to hurry up and get the other. Jeez, my voice. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. I need to hurry up and get the other tractor, get the baler hooked up, and get over here. So we will be good to go on that. Alright guys, so we did get the trailer moved for her so she could unload that first hopper full. We're on the baler now. Everything is in motion. We are in a good spot. We should make pretty good timing on this field, hopefully. I'm hoping, luckily me and the guy who used to own this field, Michael, were both at the bank when it opened this morning, so everything is happening real fast. Now, while I was helping her get unloaded, she was attempting to spend some money for us. She just wanted to let me know that the lady that owns this super large field here had it posted that she was looking to sell that land. Now, that land costs our entire bank account, but she does not want to sell it till around October, when that corn is going to be done. To which I had to say how I like her thinking, and I would never argue with her when it comes to spending money because she never wants to. But if we bought that land now, then we would be broke and we wouldn't have anything besides about $5,000 in our bank account, which is not even enough to pay our monthly bills for the farm. So hopefully, like I said, hopefully we can make some extra cash in time to buy that field. Now, I'm not really a corn guy. I do not own a corn header, obviously, and I do not like the profit that comes from corn. But I also refuse to buy an empty field. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait till closer to October, see I'm missing some here, see what's going on with that field then, and what is going on with our finances pretty much. These bales and this barley that we are getting now, let's see, I've never even looked into barley. Yeah, see, it's not good till December, so we're not going to have any of the money from this pretty much until December, which will be after that corn has to be harvested. And I'm not really into buying withered corn either, since she cannot find a way to get it harvested. A lot of people around here get stuff planted without a way to harvest it. I'm noticing that. Once they don't have a way to harvest it, then they're like, oh, well, I'll just sell it for the max amount. And I'm not with that. So we're going to wait. We're going to be patient on that one. Like I said, we're still in a position where we might need some more equipment. So yeah, we will come back to that field right there. Like I said, I do appreciate her being a go-getter and everything, but yeah, that's going to be something we have to sit down at the kitchen table and talk about. So yeah, we're going to get this field harvested and baled, and I'll probably GoPro some more stuff around the end of the day today. Oh, she's full again, so I'm gonna have to grab the trailer and meet her. God, she's gonna have to back up because I can't pull through that crop like that. All right, everyone, something we are definitely finding out. Barley may be cheap, but it is plentiful because this trailer is already full. And looking at the price fluctuations, I have decided I'm going to go ahead and sell this. I'm not going to wait till December. Talked over with the old lady, and I said, you know what? There's only like a $200 to $300 liter, or $200 to $300 per liter difference between now and December. I'm just going to go ahead and get the money for it now, so we can have some cash in hand. And luckily, the highest paying place right now is right here. Luckily, when I bought this farm, we really ended up scoring because being this close to a place that buys most of the stuff we make, it's saved us a lot of diesel money. Same thing with the biomass plant. Being that close, yeah, for the bales, definitely working out for us. Go ahead and dump the middle hopper. Like I said, this stuff is not worth a crap load of money, but it will be a little bit of cash in our pocket, so we're not going to be too mad about it. And now back. I'll be glad when I get a semi to pull this trailer with, because this dolly is getting on my nerves. Especially like right now. Yeah, see, now I'm going to have to pull all the way back around. And I'm doing all this while she's just sitting there in the combine full, waiting on me. So that's nice. Doing a great job. Yeah, I've got to get a semi eventually. This is ridiculous. Go ahead and get this one empty. Right. Okay, so we're not making $1 million off this load or whatever. That's fine. We're gonna have good harvests on our other stuff, and like I said, this is, hey, look, you can see all of our stuff. This is good money in our pocket right now. Now I'm hoping with the rest of the field we can at least clear somewhere around 800,000 into the bank account. And then as long as we just watch the store and don't buy anything brand new, maybe when October comes around, we can rent us a corn header and possibly be the purchaser of this large field here. But guys, we're going to go ahead and get the rest of this field harvested. I'm going to get these bales picked up and yeah, you should be seeing more of me next month on the oat harvest. What's going on, guys? We are in December here. The snow started to fall early this morning, so we are going to try and hurry up and turn in our harvests, our oat harvest, and the bales early this morning to go ahead and get our profit and get back inside. I think I'm going to have to break the law here. I'm going to break the law. Don't tell nobody. I don't want to drive all the way around. I'm going to go this way. We're heading to I know this is also an on-ramp. Don't tell nobody. Um, so yeah, we are heading to the farmer's market for our oat. Not sure if they're going to take it all, but we are going to hope they do, so we don't have to take longer than what we need to. Little green beam in the sky. Sorry about that. So yeah, we've got quite a bit to get done this morning. We've got about I know we got 2 full loads of bales. It might be 2 full loads in a piece. We're hoping we don't have to drive too far for those. If the biomass plant takes those again, that will be great. But yeah, we're gonna get our profit for these. I did not end up buying the field, the super large field, just because it would have absolutely destroyed our bank account, and we're gonna need equipment here soon. So I'm hopefully going to maybe make an attempt at that next year if our bank account is in better better progress. I know it's funny because we have a lot of money in the first place, but I really don't want to drain it on land like that because farm equipment is very expensive. So if I do manage to hold on to enough of it this year, we might just spend most of it, I would say, on equipment, most likely. I feel like that would be the smart thing to do. I'm not sure if we're going to clear. It would be up to the bales at this point, I'm thinking. Because I know we're not going to clear 1 million on just these oats. It would be nice, but yeah, we're hopefully going to at least get close to it. Okay, there's that. Now we got to get this back to the farm, which I will probably let a worker do, maybe, hopefully. We're going to hope that a worker can handle this type of setup. I know the AI workers sometimes have an extremely hard time with semi-trailers. We're going to put you... We're going to get you trying to get here. And we're going to hope you got that, because we need to click back over to the Raptor and get some of these bales off. Now let's see where we're taking our straw this year. We ended up with 37,000 soybeans, which is pretty nice. Dang it. I'm not, it says it's going down at the animal dealership. I'm just going to take these to the biomass plant because the weather is going to get worse the longer we take. And I don't really want to use that much gas and the time to go back and forth. Pretty much the exact same trip we just made. Now on the run the stop signs because there's no cops, no stops. On the somewhat big field next to the large one we have not purchased yet, I did something different this year. I went ahead and planted wheat on it in October because we were we harvested our soybeans and we still had some time left in the day before some rain hit. And I decided, you know what, I usually don't plant wheat, but it is something else we can get bales off of. So we went ahead and did that. And I'm thinking we just go ahead and hold tight to our money and not spend it. Okay, we're over $1 million there. That's perfect. Reset. We're going to sell the rest of the bales and see how far we get. But yeah, we're going to hold on to our money because a lot of our equipment is getting a lot of hours on it. And we're still going to be buying mainly from the store. I don't want to buy brand new if I don't have to. We'll probably be, I'm not sure what direction we need to go in with like our fields, because we have a big field here, a big field over there. We've got these two somewhat big fields. I'm not sure if I need to combine these two fields here in the middle. I almost did it in October after the soybean harvest. I almost went and rented a plow and just went ahead and combined them, but I thought about it for a little bit and I was like, I don't, I wasn't 100% sure on it, so I did not even make an attempt at that moment. I figured I would think about it more and then give it a shot. Let's see. Okay, so that's pretty good. We got one floating in the air there. Oh, we got a bunch floating in there. That's cool. Alright, so now we'll take these. We're going to go ahead and take all of them because with oat and wheat, we're going to need the space. I wish you could just leave them out. I know if you wrap them, you can leave them out, but I'm not really in the mood to sit there and wrap all of those. So, like I said, I'll probably just fit as many as I can under that shelter and maybe have to use the other one that I'm parking big implements in. Or I might go ahead and lose that small field and put a huge shelter on it. I do not know yet. Like I said, a whole lot of stuff up in the air right now on the farm. It's kind of to the point where I don't know if I'm getting a little bit too big for my britches, as they would say where I live. But it's definitely a lot to deal with all at once with one person playing. Um, and yeah, I'm kind of getting annoyed with these two smaller fields. Now this one, due to terraforming, I'll probably never be able to put anything on, most likely. So that will have to remain hey, the AI worker made it. That's sweet. Usually they wouldn't be able to do that. Is in a position to block traffic, but that's fine. But yeah, with us, whoa, need some snow grip tires for the snow that's not stuck to the ground yet, apparently. But yeah, I mean, definitely with the money we are making now, I feel like if we haven't seen a semi come into the store here soon, preferably before our next harvest, we might have to go ahead and buy one of those brand new, which I really didn't want to do, but we might not have a choice. I'm really tired of using the dolly. Yeah, I'm sliding all over the place, man. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. We definitely need a semi truck still. I would love to find a bigger seeder, but the problem with that is I would need a direct drill because I do not have a cultivator, and I'm trying not to buy two things if I can help it. Well, three things because of the semi truck. So that's something I've been contemplating as well. Get rid of the last few of these. Not as much, but it's good money. So we are officially done turning in everything. We just got to put everything up. And I guess I can gab on a little bit more, but yeah, that's my main. I got a long list of worries right now. So pretty much, what do I do with the middle fields? Do I make one huge field and do I just go ahead and start buying better equipment? Because eventually I'm going to need to be able to haul more stuff. Oh, look, we're already causing a traffic jam. Just hold your horses. I'll get it moved in a second. Their Amazon van or whatever you are. Should be in. They should have Amazon vans on this game. But, and plus, I kind of feel like at some point in the next couple of years, no matter how much maintenance we do, we're going to end up needing a new combine or a new large tractor because those have a lot of hours on them. So, like I said, I'm a little worried about it at this point. And this whole setup here, just with the two small fields, has got me kind of messed up too because I have no idea what to do with this field. So, yeah, still having a hard time figuring that out. Definitely want to get a semi though because the dolly's starting to get on my nerves. It is what it is. I will finish getting this stuff put away. I do not know when I'll start recording again. I might might do like I normally would and go ahead and get through the planting season. And then when I get back, if I have ended up buying anything, then you guys would be introduced to that equipment then. But for right now, we've got everything put away. Back to the realism. Okay, so we got that put up. Backed up a little far, but that'll be fine. Pretty good profit. We are officially millionaires, kind of. It's just barely over $1 million, and that will be gone here soon. So I think our best bet is to probably, most likely, get inside because it is getting colder. The snow is going to keep falling. And when the weather's like this and the kids can't play outside, they can play inside in their room, and me and their mother can watch TV, and I can be on Facebook Marketplace. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in a couple of months.